if you jump on the bed, this is not really well planned out. So jump on me instead. Come back on me. Okay, she's going. She's going. She's gonna jump on the bed at some point. Anyway, yes. So I finished my morning. There she goes. No, not yet. I finished my morning classes. There she is. Don't knock it over, please. Really? You have to go sit on the bed. Okay. I finished my morning class, and then finished my afternoon class. But no, I want me. Like me? No? Okay, anyway. I'm working on my evening class. It's not terribly difficult, but light. I want there. Oh, no. I'm not gonna do it. I'm too far away. Julia, could you sit down? Don't just stand around looking at things. Really. And I'm sort of stuck on something. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I thought I'd come and make a video because those are more fun. Those are definitely more fun. So my sister-in-law, she's been texting me, emailing me since last week about her guy, Bruce, and we all love Bruce. He's a great guy, and something about him having problems, maybe an ulcer or something with his stomach. First he was having back problems, spasms, and then she started saying things about stomach problems, and then she started not talking so much. She was very terse, and they were very short emails, and I'll get back to you, and things are kind of uptight right now. And so apparently he has a bleeding ulcer. They're going to operate on Monday. When he went in somewhere, and one doctor says, oh, there's cancer and this and that, and all sorts of difficult things, or cancer on the lungs or something. And then she went into another place, and another doctor said, no, there's just a bleeding ulcer, we'll deal with it. And very strange. It's very strange, and I can feel her concern. My husband talked to her, and usually when they talk, it's very short. My husband doesn't have much time for talking to his sister on the phone. He goes, yeah, and then that's the end of the conversation. This time, it was just a lot of silence as he was listening, right? It was long moments of silence, which was really, really weird. So it really has to be serious for my husband to be silent and my sister-in-law to be talking nonstop like that. So that's something we're worrying about right now. So as my husband was not talking on the phone, I was texting my son going, they've been quiet for a long time now. Dad didn't say anything. All I said was, really? And, oh boy. Just every now and then you'd hear very short comment. And yeah. So hopefully he's all right, because Bruce is a cool guy. Best thing that could have happened to my sister-in-law, and everybody loves him, so we need him to be okay. So they were planning on going to Holland this upcoming week, like next week, and that's been canceled because this is pretty serious. He's going for an operation. So hopefully it won't be too terribly bad. What else? How am I doing for time? 5 minutes. Okay. Where did the sun go? The sun was here. It's only 10 degrees outside. I haven't even, I went out once this morning to put out the compost. That's it. Because it's just, you know, windy and thus chilly. So, I was going to make a video about something that bothers me, but you know, I didn't want to sound petulant, so. Well, none of the people that do this to me are you guys, so it's probably okay to talk to you about this, because I complain and bitch and rant about things to you all the time. Okay, basically I narrowed it down to I don't like being told what to do. And so I try not to tell other people what to do. But you know, lately on Facebook I've been posting all sorts of opinion pieces. And that's what they do too, no? No, says Monica. No, that's not what they do. The theys of this world. Some people are really cool and they just show what they're interested in, and I think that's what I do. But some people push and they try to get you interested in what they're interested in, and they try to push their opinions and beliefs. And I don't think I do that. Although sometimes I have, you know, very directed and opinionated. Well, I suppose everybody puts their opinion out there, but not everyone pushes it. Anyway. And there was this video recently, the last few days, which posits an opinion which I do not have. And so a few people said, this is really good, you should watch this to the end, and we should do this. And I don't think I ever do that. I don't like saying we should. I just, okay, so I'm so much better than everybody else, right? But you know what I mean? Don't tell me what to do, because guess what? I disagree with you. So, you know, I have my nephew and a good friend, or, okay, a good friend of a good friend saying, really, you should watch this video because this is so happening. And I watched the video, and I went, oh, Jesus Christ. No, I didn't. No, yes, I did. I swear to myself all the time. And basically, if people lived their lives more sensibly and more logically, then they wouldn't have to get these people telling them what to do. And they wouldn't have to wean themselves of bad habits. And, you know? It's like when I brought my kids to, years ago, when my best friend was still around, and she was having these, you know, yearly parties, yearly Christmas parties, and yearly this parties and that, and we would go to these parties, and we would all see each other's children there, and everyone would go, how do you do it, Monica? How do you raise your kids? How come your kids are so nice and well behaved and all this? And I went, why wouldn't they be? I mean, I just expect them to be good, and and they were letting their kids run rampant and yelling and screaming and getting into all sorts of trouble, and my kids were kind of going, that's that's not what we do at houses when we're visiting, and that's not what we do when, and, you know, I had little kids and they were well behaved, and I did not beat my children or whip them or scream at them or anything like that, either at home or when we were out. And that's just, okay? So you get what I mean? Don't create something bad and then have to fix it, because if you haven't created a good child, then you're not going to be able to fix it later on. Anyway, so years later, people are saying we shouldn't do this with our children, and we shouldn't do this one with our, all this stuff. And I'm saying, don't have those bad habits from the start. So they really annoy me because I'm going, I don't have these issues. Why are you telling me I shouldn't? Or why I should, you know? Because if you had paid attention from the beginning, you wouldn't have these issues yourself. And so I'm just annoyed. And I don't want to, you know. And instead of there being an unlike button, I have to make little comments. Because, you know, when it gets to my cousins or nephews, I sometimes say things like, I don't think that's true. I don't think you need to. Pay attention. And then actual discussions happen because, you know, yeah, well, you know. Right. So, as you can tell, I don't like being told what to do. So, having a good Sunday? I am. I think I should get back to work.